WBC welterweight champion Showtime Shawn Porter discusses his upcoming showdown with Keith one-time Thurman and the future showdown with ERROL Spence Jr., as well as discuss possibilities of signing with Eddie Hearn in DAZN. Stay tuned, coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
Sports ran, and they said that that you was in negotiations to take on to have a fight, a rematch with Keith Thurman.
Yeah, you hadn't heard that before?
No, I just heard it yesterday.
Oh wow, yeah. When I was in Kiev, Ukraine, I think what the hell was that? September. I think it was at the end of September. I went out there to the Ukraine for the WBC convention. And the WBC, they had their rankings meeting. When they do the rankings meeting, other people can, stand up and say, whether they think their fighters should be ranked higher, things of that nature. Other people can stand up and challenge the champions and stuff like that. So when they got to my weight class, somebody was there in representation for Keith, and basically stood up and said that he would accept the mandatory challenge. So Keith, when he vacated the title, he was, I'm assuming he was told he was going to be the mandatory challenger for the belt after the Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter fight. And since then, somebody stood up on his behalf saying that he wanted to accept the mandatory challenge.
Oh, okay. Because they reported as if you guys were in negotiations to plan a fight for early 2019.
Well, as far as I know, that's what's supposed to be happening right now. As far as I know, the negotiations were supposed to be for 30 days, beginning that same day that the gentleman stood up on Keith's behalf. So I would say we're probably approaching that 20 to 25 day mark now. So I haven't followed up with the WBC or anyone yet to find out, if the negotiations, where they're at in that whole process or anything like that. So I'm not too sure about it right now.
Oh, okay. And now, how would you feel about a fight? Because I know you had told me that you didn't want to really have a fight with him straight on his first comeback fight, because you didn't want to be slighted in a situation if you, to be victorious in a fight with him. You wanted him to get a comeback.
And that was how I felt until that gentleman that stood up. He accepted the challenge, and then somebody said, not somebody, Mr. Thurman said, Keith is supposed to have a comeback fight. Are you sure he wants to fight Shawn Porter now, or does he want to have a comeback fight first? And the guy said that Keith was 100%, he's healthy, and he would be ready for the fight, and really made it seem as if Keith wants to fight, which obviously got me fired up in the moment, so right. they saw me in the meeting, they told me, Champ, how you feel about that? And I'm like, let's get it on, I think, because of that, the fact that the guy said that Keith was 100% and wanted to fight me, that kind of got me fired up. But I still feel like, we got to make sure that Keith is 100%. Now, if Keith is saying to himself, I want my belt back, I want to fight Shawn Porter, I'm 100%, then come on, let's do it.
Yeah, because, we saw that Keith Thurman was saying a lot, it was no way you was going to get the shot in his comeback fight or any of the top welterweights. He said he wanted to have
he's been saying that. He's been saying that for a year, so it really was a bit of a surprise on everybody. In everybody's mind when that gentleman stood up and said that Keith wanted to accept the mandatory. So, and even right now, I have no clue what's going on as far as the negotiations. And then I saw some posts like 2 days ago showing that I was supposed to be fighting Ugas next. And I'm like, well, I haven't spoken to anybody about me fighting Ugas, so
right.
Nothing about that at all.
I heard that as well. I heard that as well. I was going to ask you about that because I saw a couple of people talking about you possibly facing Ugas But the thing that threw me off is that it was mentioned that you would be on Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia undercard, and I was like, that's kind of weird.
Right, and I saw that too, which is, you know, I sometimes people be posting stuff so that people can look at this stuff, but a lot of times the stuff be correct, you know. So I doubt, and I don't want to fight on the undercard of anybody. The last time I did an undercard fight was on the Deontay Wilder card when he fought Bermain Stavern, you know.
Right.
So and you know, on the same hand, you know, I don't really have a big head, like, you know, I deserve to be a main event, but at the same time, you know, man, when these tickets is being sold and these stadiums is being sold out, I want there to be no doubt at all that it's because of me that those tickets are being sold. I don't want there to be, you know, a big card and everybody's like, well, you know, who sold the tickets? Did Shawn Porter sell the tickets? Did Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia sell the tickets? You know what I mean? So
right.
I feel like, you know, my fight, any fight that I'm on, it deserves, it should be its own main event.
Right. You know, that's what.
And the answer to, you know, about the Ugas thing, I have no clue about that at all. As far as I know, Ugas fought in an eliminator, the co-main of my fight, and as far as I know, he was supposed to be fighting Andre Berto, and the winner of that is supposed to have the next mandatory challenge to fight for the WBC. So it's a bit of a circle.
Right. It's a lot of confusion. And that's what I was
right now when nobody's really trying to get in the ring right now. I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not trying to get in the ring until the early part of next year. I told my advisor, like, hey, if you can't get me in the ring before Christmas, then let's scratch it and just do it after Christmas, you know, because that's my family time, you know, and that's time for me to really, you know, be a human, you know, not be the superhero or the you know, valid warrior that everybody, you know, expects us to be at all times, you know. So with that being said, I'm not expecting to get back in the ring until February, March at the latest.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, man, because, you know, with the sanction bodies and all that, it seems to be a lot of confusion because you was taking a lot of heat. People felt like that you was avoiding a fight with Errol Spence, and now the tide's kind of turned where people feel like Errol Spence is avoiding Terrence Crawford. Could you just allude to that with the whole sanctioning bodies? And because I was trying to explain to people that, you know, I felt like the sanction bodies were pulling you in a different direction. They didn't want you to face Errol Spence directly next. They wanted you to defend it. So I was trying. Could you just allude to that? Because I was trying to explain to people that, and, you know, I was taking the backlashing as well.
I don't think people really understand how much money is involved in this whole process. Oh, thank you. I don't think people really understand what all entails to make a fight. The WBC doesn't want me to fight Errol Spence because they want me to fight for their title. They don't want me to fight for any other title but their title. And you know, on the same hand, I have no problem with that at all. You know, I'm a WBC champion, and, you know, as y'all know, I bleed green. You know,
right?
But that's how it is. The IBF, I don't even know who's ranked in the IBF, but the IBF has their mandatory and the guys that they want Errol Spence to face. And then obviously we know what's going on with Terrence Crawford. But at the same time, these people don't really understand that. All they know is make this fight, make that fight. But it takes a lot more than just, you know, picking the name to make a fight. It takes you having the right. It takes those sanctioned bodies as well to agree to it.
Right.
How you doing?
Nah.
Pleasure, man. Yeah. So that's really what it entails, man. At the end of the day, nobody's ducking anybody, but, you know, the sanctioned bodies do want certain things done with their belt. So, you know, it's only a matter of time before it happens. But, you know, people get impatient, or they don't see the fight that they think they should be seeing or expect to see. Then, you know, they're doing themselves a disservice, you know, because at the end of the day, we're all going to fight each other at some point, and it's just, you know, you can't rush the process. You rush the process and something gets lost in the process.
Right. Now, how important to you is becoming undisputed? And do you think the networks want to see an undisputed champion? Do you think that does the networks hurts their bottom line to see one champion?
You know what? I don't know about networks, but I think, you know, the bottom line is we're coming into an age of boxing right now where, you know, anybody can be undisputed. You know, myself, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, you know, three of us have, you know, on that given night have an opportunity to win another belt and you know, and line ourselves up to be undisputed. And then after that, you got another great fight right after that and right after that, you know. So these networks are going to get the best fights, and I don't think it matters if one person has the belt. If that person's not afraid to put their belts on the line, then, you know, it makes for great fights in the future.
Right. Now, Keith, by the time you are to face Keith, let's say you are to face Keith early 2019, he will be out the ring for almost 2 years. Who would be the A side in that situation? You know, it seems like he didn't lose his title in the ring, but you are the WBC champion, so how does that work?
Hey, if there's any question, I'll go ahead and take the B side. I don't mind at all.
Wow, really?
Yeah, nah, I don't mind. It's all the same to me, you know, especially when you got a guy like Shawn Porter getting in the ring with a guy like Keith Thurman. You know, who really is the B side there? You know, there's really no B side fight there. You know, you talk about myself and Errol Spence. Everybody's looking at Errol like he's the A side because he's the young guy, he's the champion, and you know he's all this and that. But the fact of the matter is, he's going to be in a fight of his life, and he won't be feeling at all like he's the A side when he's in the ring with me. And the same thing for me. I'm not gonna be looking at him like, oh, I'm the A side. I came here to do what I do. You know, I'm not gonna look at him like I'm the B side. I'm here to lose. You know, we all go into the ring to win, and I think those guys who allow that A side, B side to affect them are the guys that always come up short. Right.
Now, last question, champ. I know you're busy. You got stuff to do. In that article it ran, it only see you mention Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. I already know, you already told me about the situation with Terrence Crawford, but a lot of people felt like, why didn't he mention Terrence Crawford as one of the champions that get his blood boiling?
Let me tell you, man, when he probably the 10th round of his fight with Jose, what's the kid's last name?
Benavidez.
About the 10th round, I kind of leaned back and I folded my arms and I kind of raised my eyebrows, like, wow, I might have to fight this dude, because the way he was performing, it got my blood boiling, you know.
Right.
So, and I told you this before, you know, he's probably the one guy in the weight class that if I have a choice, I won't fight. But if it come down to it and we got to fight, y'all want to see the best against the best. If it's me and him, man, it's going to go down in a major way, man. That dude he's special.
Absolutely, man. Because I knew you already told me.
Yeah, about the 10th round, I was like, wow, I might fight this dude. And then I texted you right after the fight.
Yeah.
I texted you right after the fight. I told
Absolutely.
you congratulations. And then I had to delete the other half of it, because the other half was something like, man, you might have to fight soon, or something like that. I had to delete it, man. I had to you know, just, you know, give him this due without, you know, overdoing it.
Right. Now, in closing, man, we got this big fight coming up. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. How you see it playing out, champ?
I think, I feel like Deontay can knock out anybody, man. I feel like he can knock out anybody. I feel like he's got something going on that's really special and it's unique, and nobody's been able to get away from it.
Yeah.
Tyson's been on a little bit of a hiatus, you know. He's come back and had, I think, 2 or 3 fights now.
Right.
You know, since his long layoff.
Yeah, 2 fights.
Yeah, I think it's Deontay's time.
Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the Empress. Much love.